computer. Perfect. Awesome. Well, welcome to team meeting, you guys. First official team meeting of the summer. The summer campaign just started last week. So this is going to be the first team meeting of the summer. And I'm super excited because you'll start to see team meetings grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, and more people show up. And it is going to be exciting. So we are the first ones here, and I'm excited to see us here at the end of the summer as well. With that being said, if you guys want to go ahead and pull up your calendars and pull up your guys' schedules, I have some up and coming events and I have some really exciting stuff I want to share with you guys today. So next team meeting will be Thursday, May 11th from 5 to 7. That will be here on our Zoom and in our office. We will also have division meeting next Tuesday, May 9th from 4 to 7 p.m. Now, this division meeting is going to be kicking off a push week. So we have a push week May 9th through Tuesday, May 23rd. If you guys don't know what a push week is, it is a sales competition that we do, and it is going to be an absolute blast. And we'll dive more into push week here in a little bit as well. But I'm really excited for division meeting. We have an all-star agenda lined up for you guys. We have Curtis JQ speaking at this division meeting. He is the #1 rep in Cutco history, over $10 million in personal sales. So I'm really excited to hear from him. We'll have Blake Fox, another one of our Cutco sales professionals, speaking as well, giving you guys the tips and tricks on how to sell like a CSP. You'll be hearing from Tristan Moyers, our district manager, and Amy Beasley, one of our other district managers in our South Denver office as well. So it is going to be a ton of information. What you put in is what you get out. And going to this meeting to take this like 2 steps back to learn a little bit more will propel you 5, 6, 10 steps forward as well. And especially during this push week as well. Next thing I got for us is the quote of the week. Since today is Star Wars Day, may the 4th be with you all. I have a little Star Wars quote for you guys. So it says, always remember, your focus determines your reality, from Qui-Gon Jinn. And I really like this quote, and I really think that it's fit for this up and coming week, because we're about to enter sales push week, right? And when you focus on certain things, they'll become your reality. So if you focus on the negative things, you'll start to see negative things. If you focus on the positive things, you'll see positive things. And so with this push week, when you're focused on your sales, focused on those phone calls, focused on getting more names and numbers, that's what's going to happen. Because where your energy and attention go, words are hard. Where your attention goes, energy flows, right? So I really like this quote, and I think it's apt because of Star Wars Day. So I just want to do some quick sales recognition for this week, last week, and then the spring campaign. And then I'm going to kick us off with five tips for crushing your guys' push week. And then we're going to use the rest of the time to make phone calls, set up appointments, and get some demos booked for this push week. So recognition for recognition for this week, excuse me. We have Ashley on the board selling a homemaker set, which was pretty cool. Then we have Nathan on the board as well at 107. And then last week, Ashley hitting her first promotion. We got Kristen on the board at 152. And then we got Marley on the board at 125, selling a pair of Super Shears. Shout out to you, Marley, making your first and second sale this last week. Then we have recognition for the spring campaign. So here's the recognition of everyone. We have people at 3K, 40K, getting to those higher sales marks as well, which I'm super excited for, especially here with you guys. Our average order is up, looking good. So that's recognition for the spring. Shout out to everyone who's on this list. Next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is Consistency Club. So this is something that I'm going to be starting to do with you guys here. And what Consistency Club is, it's every single week that you're over $1,000 in sales, you get to be part of Consistency Club. Now, you also get to be part of something called the newsletter. Now, what is the newsletter? The newsletter is an email that gets sent out to every single manager, every single Cutco sales professional, every single week. And you get national recognition for being over $1,000 in sales. Now, why is $1,000 in sales every single week so important? Because no matter what percentage level you're at, if you get over $1,000 in sales for the week, you're guaranteeing yourself a good paycheck. So I came up with a little contest for you guys because, you know, I like to give away free stuff. So if you're 5 weeks in a row over $1,000 in sales, you'll get a free entertainer pack from your boy. If you're 10 weeks over $1,000 in sales, you'll get a free engraved K-bar from your boy. And then every 5 weeks after that, you get another piece of free Cutco from me of your choosing, which is pretty fun and pretty cool. So that is our Consistency Club. That is our newsletter. This will be starting this week. So make sure that you guys are paying attention, trying to get to those $1,000 sales mark levels and goals, and win some free Cutco from me. So next thing I want to go over is just some promotions, and I want to see who gave themselves a pay raise this week. So we got a couple promotions. So hitting their first promotion, getting over $1,000 in sales, we have Nathan Doyle. I'm super excited. I'm going to send this recording out to Nathan, so I'm going to say a few nice words about Nathan. Nathan has been working extremely hard. He places a lot of orders, constantly calling and asking for questions, and reading the script and just being the textbook repo, just following the program. And so I'm super excited to see what Nathan does here. Hopefully in the summertime, getting over 10, 20, maybe $30,000 in sales this summertime. I can see him doing big things for the future. So one clap for Nathan on 3. 1, 2, 3. And then next, hitting their 3K promotion, we have Ashley hitting her 3K promo, which is pretty exciting, over $3,000 in sales, selling 2 homemaker sets back to back and placing a couple other smaller orders. So super excited to be able to have Ashley on our team. Started here with us this past week. So Ashley, keep going, keep pushing. Excited to see what else you do here with us. So now this brings me to today's teaching topic. So if you guys want to go ahead and take out your notes, I got some quick keys for you guys here. So I have the 5 tips for getting the most out of your guys' push week. So what is a push week? A push week is a sales competition that we do throughout the summer campaign and throughout all the campaigns actually. But it is a competition to pretty much like redo your fast start. I know some people didn't get off to the best starts in their fast start. I was one of those people included, did not do so well in my first 10 days. But with these push weeks, it gave me a chance to redo my fast start. So you'll have 12 to 13 days to go as hard as you possibly can. Who wishes that they could go back to their fast start, redo it, knowing the things that they know now? Yeah, I definitely would be one of those people. So that is what a push week is. And we actually like to make it a little bit competitive. So here are our SC0 prizes. So Summer Conference Zero push prizes. First sales level is if you get over $1,000 in sales, you will get a free gadget of choice from our push period times, which is pretty cool. Over 3K, you get any homemaker piece of choice. $6,000, you get any ultimate piece of choice. If you do $10,000 in sales in this push week, you get a piece of Cutco cookware along with a VIP night out with me, the other managers, and Drew Frank. And those nights out are an absolute freaking blast. You definitely don't want to miss any of those. Once you go to one, you'll never want to stop going to them. They are an absolute blast. Just to give you guys a sneak peek, we drink a lot of apple juice and we go to a nice restaurant. And if you're over the age of 21, we're not drinking apple juice, but it's a great time and it's an absolute blast. And if you get to $20,000 in sales, you get to bring a guest, a significant other, pretty much whoever else you would want. You get to bring them to our night out along with us as well. So make sure you guys have these prices, these prize levels written down as well. So that brings me into the kind of the main message of tonight. And this is really what I wanted to spend the most time on, was for our push preparation. So I have 5 keys to get the most out of your guys' push week. The first one is going to be your names list. Push starts on Tuesday, so that means you have 5 days from here up until our next push, or 4 days technically. 4 days to build a big of a names list as possible. Now, why is your names list so important in the push week? It's important because your names list is the foundation to everything that we do here in Vector. Without names and numbers, we can't call people. Without being able to call people, we can't book demos. Without booking demos, we're not making money and getting more recommendations and referrals so that we can start that cycle over again, right? So being on top of your names list and getting to Mission 100 as soon as possible. Now, what Mission 100 is? Mission 100 is getting to at least 100 people on your names list at all times, of people that you can call to do a presentation for. So Mission 100 is going to be a very big key. So what are some things that you guys can do to expand your names list? So one, social media direct messaging, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever social media you guys have, it is going to be a big and great resource for you guys. Next resource would be talking to mom or dad. Your parents have been around on this planet a lot longer than you guys have, and they have a lot more friends than you guys have. So sitting down and talking with mom and dad and tying them into your goals and showing them the importance of why it is so key and so important for them to help you out with this names list will be the biggest key that I can give you guys today. So throughout my time with Vector, I've gone to my mom and talked to my mom multiple times about my names list. And it seems like every time I ask my mom about stuff for like getting more names and numbers, she always gives me 5, 10, 15, 20 new names and numbers every single time I go to her. So how do you talk to your parents about getting more names and numbers? Well, I want to show you guys and teach you guys that today. It's tying them into your goals, not necessarily be like, mom, dad, I'm gonna make so much more money doing this, and I'm gonna be selling knives to your friends and like calling them. Don't start off with that. Start off by talking to them in the way of, you want to tie them into your goals. It's like, hey, mom, we have this big contest coming up. I need a lot more people that I can give a call to so that I can hit certain sales levels and sales goals, so I can gain more experience. I can be better at selling. So I know how to push myself to become the best version of myself. And it would really help me out a lot if I can get at least just a couple of your friends' names and phone numbers, or some of our extended family's names and numbers. It would help me out a ton, right? Framing it in that sense versus just being like, mom, I need to get your phone so I can call your people. So that's key number one to get the most out of your push, is work on your names list. Key number two is going to be phone time. Phone time is so important. Focus on your 5 before, 5 after. And I like to say for every hour of phoning you do, you should be able to book at least 2 to 3 demos. So if you want to go after big sales goals, like sell 10, 20, maybe even 6, 3, whatever your sales goal is for push, for every hour you spend phoning, I like to use the 3 demo per hour kind of margin to make sure. So if I want to book, let's say 15 appointments, it's going to take what? 5 hours of phoning. So where can I plug and play in my schedule to make sure that I can guarantee 5 hours of phone time so I can book at least 15 demos? So that's kind of the ratio that I want you guys to use. Also, when you guys first start out, we like to say the 4-to-1 ratio. For every 4 phone calls, you make 1 person will answer. Throughout our push weeks, and we start calling more and more people that you're less and less familiar with, it's going to take a little bit longer to do that. So we like to use the 10-to-1 ratio. So getting to mission 100 is going to be so key and so important, because that'll give you at least 10 demos where you guys can book from that mission 100. 10 demos can kickstart someone's career. I've seen people start from absolutely 0 names and numbers, do 10 demos, get a ton of recommendations and referrals, and build an entire customer base through just those recommendations and referrals that they got in their demos. So be focused on your phone time. The phone time is going to be the number 1 key. The preparation and setting up a demos ahead of time for your push week will be the most key and most important thing that you guys do for your push. Number 3 is going to be make a plan. You want to make a plan and have your schedule set and ready to go, making sure that you have push week in your calendar, in your schedule. Also making sure that you have your demo slots and your phoning time in there. Talking to your significant others of like, hey, I'm going to be doing this push week. I'm going to be doing this sales competition, and it's going to be super key and super important for me. And I'm going to be spending a lot of time doing work stuff, right? So making sure that you talk to your significant others about how push works, and then making a plan. So if your goal is to do 15 demos and sell 3K, or if your goal is to do 40 demos and sell 10K, it's going to be so key, so important that you put the times that you know that you have available to do demos in your calendar and in your schedule. Next is going to be have a goal or a why. Have a goal or a why. Now, when you have a goal, it's something to shoot for, right? It gives you that motivation. And one of my favorite quotes on having a goal and a why is, if you have a strong why, the hows become easy, right? Like if I want to sell 10K and that is my goal, I don't care what it takes to get to 10K, I'm going to figure it out. I know why I want to go after 10K, either for the personal growth, the resume experience, the income, buying a new car, whatever your goal or whatever your why is. It's going to be super key to have that, because then you'll figure out any way to get there as possible. So have a goal and have a why. And then lastly, key number 5, the last tip for us is going to be follow the program. Follow the program. And by follow the program, I mean reading your script, making your phone calls, when you're doing the demos, making sure that you're calling and checking in with your managers during your presentations, and just doing things the right way. When you set yourself up with a solid foundation of doing things the right way, you can build and stack on it so much easier. And it's hard. One of my other favorite quotes is, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, right? So take that first step today. Take that first step into doing things the right way, reading your script, reading your manuals, following the programs. And then when you dive in head first, you get to have a lot more fun a lot longer, right? When you go to the pool and you're just like putting your toes in the water before you dive in head first, you don't get to have as much fun, right? So dive in head first, just commit, and you guys will have an awesome and amazing push week. So that is everything I got for us for skills and teaching topics today. Next thing that we're going to go ahead and dive into is our phone jam for the day. So if you guys want to go ahead and take out your guys' scripts, take out your guys' cell phones, take out your guys' Vector Impact apps, we're going to be diving into a phone jam for the rest of the hour. We're probably going to phone for exactly 1 hour. We're going to wrap up here around 6:30. So with that being said, the goal in the next hour is to make at least 20 calls. If you make 20 calls with that 4-to-1 ratio, every single person here will book 5 demos. And that's the goal, is for everyone to leave here with at least 5 demos booked. And every call matters. Every demo you book matters. And you guys matter. You guys matter to me. You guys matter to the rest of our team to hit our team goals. And you guys also just matter. So if someone hasn't told you that today, you guys matter. And I'm grateful that you guys are all on our team. So with that being said, I'm gonna count us down from 3. When I get to 1, I want us to all press call and press dial. So 3, make sure you guys have your scripts out. 2, make sure you guys have your calendars out. 1, let me know when you guys book a demo, and let's start this push week off strong.